And for you and I, maybe it doesn't need to be that dramatic as a magnificent obsession. But it has to be something that does something to us, something that pulls us, especially into the future. And for you and I, maybe it there are many influences on us. One is the influence of the past. Some people are always pulled back by the past. Some people are always pulled aside by the distractions. But here's what's powerful. If you have a list of high purpose in your life, it pulls you toward the future. And the more powerful the purpose is, the stronger it pulls. And here's the other great advantage if you have purpose for the future. It pulls you through all kinds of challenges and all kinds of difficulties. If you don't have these strong purposes for the future, it's easy to get swallowed by a bad day. It's easy to be almost annihilated by a poor month. And it's easy sometimes to almost disappear beneath the waves of a year that goes backwards if you don't have something to pull you beyond that year. So if you want something to pull you through all kinds of challenges, all kinds of difficulties and things that come at you, you got to have something on out there beyond today, beyond next week, beyond next month, beyond this year, that pulls you into the future. And the clearer it is, the stronger it pulls. The more dynamic it is, the more it affects your life, your spirit, your heart, your soul. It also creates imagination. It gets your mind working on how to achieve that purpose. And if your mind will work, and if your heart works, and if your spirit works, and if you have good input, like good ideas, I'm telling you, there isn't anything you can't accomplish. So that's one of the great powers that'll make a variable of you, and that is purpose. Here's the next one, self-confidence. Where does self-confidence come from? And this is the best advice I can give you on that. Not neglecting, first of all, the small daily disciplines. Self-confidence really comes from feeling good about yourself. And one of the best ways to feel good about yourself is at the end of the day to know that you poured it on. You did your best. If you conducted a meeting, you did the best you could. If you made a phone call, it was the best phone call you could possibly make. If you wrote a letter, it wasn't a casual letter, it was your best letter. At the end of those kind of days, when you feel good about yourself, self-confidence starts to rise. You know that if you can have this kind of a good day, you can have another one the next day, and those days become the weeks become the months, and the month becomes a powerful year. Self-confidence comes from the lack of neglect. If you will not neglect to do the small daily disciplines, that's where self-confidence comes from. Part of good health is self-confidence. I know I'm going to be healthy. I take the Herbalife products. I eat the apple a day. I walk around the block. I do the jogging on the beach. At the end of the day, when you've really poured it on and you've done all the stuff, self-confidence grows. That self-confidence affects your health. It affects your future. It affects your psyche. So this is true. One of the great powers is self-confidence. Self-confidence means willingness to do whatever it takes to achieve. Some people say, well, I'll do it for a little while and see what happens. You know, I'll try a couple of things. If that doesn't work, I'm out of here. And all of us know that that kind of person doesn't have much of a future. But if you're willing to do whatever it takes, if I have to learn a couple of things, I will learn those things. If I got to learn 5 or 6 things, I'll learn all 6. If I have to take an extra class, I'll take an extra class. If I've got to read the books, I'll read the books. If I have to consult with people who know more than I know, I will do the necessary consulting. Whatever it takes, I will do. That starts to develop unbelievable self-confidence. Self-confidence also comes from the ability to rise above your circumstances. To rise above what happens, the petty little things, the discouraging things that would sink everyone else's ship except yours, that would cause someone else to quit early in the day, but you keep going. That kind of willingness to overcome all circumstances, whether it's the little challenges or the big challenges. If you're willing to do that, I promise you, this kind of power will work for you, and in you, the variable, it'll make a difference. The third on the list I had was enthusiasm. And here's what I wrote about enthusiasm. Enthusiasm that's powerful is mostly enthusiasm that is enthusiasm inside. 90%, 10% outside. We all know what the enthusiasm is like when somebody lets us see their enthusiasm, which is like the 90%, and only 10% of it is inside. But the enthusiasm that really affects people is not just being loud, but the enthusiasm that runs deep, the enthusiasm that comes from deep inside, created by self-confidence, created by purpose, created by genuine willingness to help other people. That kind of enthusiasm, knowing that you're going to get the job done, knowing you're going to affect people, knowing you're going to have testimonials flowing in from all kinds of directions. That kind of enthusiasm. A lot of it is quiet. A lot of it is unheard. And the 10% that's heard, it rings a bell. People call it genuine enthusiasm because they know that what you say in the outward display of your enthusiasm is only a small tip of the iceberg of the enthusiasm you feel inside that really motivates you to do the best job you can. Next on my list to help you become the powerful variable is expertise. Wanting to excel in all of the skills and settling for nothing less than an outstanding performance. If you're willing to be the best in your field, if you're willing to demand of yourself excellence in skills, to be the best that you can possibly be. In the training, do the best you possibly can. In doing a workshop, do the best you possibly can. Developing the skills of using your personality, developing the skills of language, developing the skills of influence, developing the skills of organizing. If you're willing to be an expert in all of the skills, Herbalife has the way for you to invest those skills and not only make a handsome living, not only make a lot of money, but if you would so desire and if it would be your purpose, a chance to make your fortune. Expertise, excellence in skills. Here was the next one on my list, making a powerful contribution to you, the variable, and that is preparation. Well prepared. And preparation, of course, involves a whole lot of things. A big share of our life is preparing, getting ready. When we go to the first grade in school, we're just preparing for the second grade. After we've finished 2 grades, the 2 grades prepare us for number 3. Sometimes it seems like a long, excruciating time. And the time will just seem like it'll never come when we can finally have the performance that we really want. But it takes time to prepare, it takes time to get ready. And the decisions you make in the preparation time, those are the decisions that last for a lifetime. Preparing to have a good day. It's that preparing, maybe the night before, maybe the couple of days before the day that you're going to put everything together. The preparation for a meeting means that you've taken it serious. The preparation for doing a workshop means you're serious about the workshop. You want to make the best contribution. That kind of preparation is important. But here's preparation that's very vital, and that is to prepare yourself for success. Life seemingly does not wish to waste success on the unprepared. Life says, why waste a fortune on this person? They're not prepared to do the right things with it. They're not prepared to use it wisely. If a fortune was bestowed upon this unprepared person, it would probably be wasted. The people that could have been touched won't be touched. What could have been done won't be done because this fortune will have been wasted on the unprepared person. So not only look for fortune, not only look for the promise, but prepare yourself and ask of yourself, what can I do to make myself ready? Because remember, life was designed not to give us what we want, not to give us what we need, but life was designed to give us what we deserve. Every value in life must be paid for, and those that pay are the ones that get it. It says those that give receive. Someone says, I wish to receive, I wish to receive. You don't have to concentrate on receiving. Just become a good giver. It says those that search will find. Someone says, well, I need to find some good ideas to help change my life for the future. Then to find good ideas, that doesn't come because you need them, It comes because you search for them. If you want good ideas, you got to go after them. You got to go to the class, you got to go to the workshop, you got to go to the training, go to the book, right? You got to go to the journal, right? Go where good ideas are being taught, go searching, go looking, because good ideas are not going to be wasted on those that are not seeking, searching, well prepared. So, prepare yourself to be ready for fortune when it comes, to be ready for challenge when it comes, to be ready for opportunity when it comes. Opportunity comes along and passes by the person that is not well prepared. I want to prepare myself this year for next year. Yes, I wish to be effective this year, but I'm also thinking of ways, how could I be better? How could my ideas be more powerful? How could they be sharper, more clear? How could I reach some people next year that I perhaps can't reach this year? I haven't reached deep enough into my own soul to affect some people. Some people just pass by and say, hey, what a good speech. But how could I make it stronger than that, deeper than that, more powerful than that? I cannot be as powerful as I could be next year. You know, you can't go to the 10th grade in the 5th grade. You just got to go through the grades. But the more you are prepared, when the 10th grade finally comes, now you can cash in and get 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more value from it by being prepared. I want to do my best this year for Herbalife, but I also want to get ready for next year, 1999. And then when the year 2000 comes at the turn of the century, I want to be well equipped by language, by instinct, by temperament, by personality, by influence, to really be valuable the year 2000, 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my goal. I'm sure it's your goal. Now here's the next one. There's great power in self-reliance. Self-reliance means you simply look mostly to yourself. It would be nice if someone just gave you this, gave you this, gave you this. It would be nice if everyone did their job exactly as they're supposed to do it. But here's what you've got to do. Primarily rely on yourself. Primarily say, I'm the person responsible. And I will learn the necessary skills so that I can help people learn their skills. If I need lots of people to do certain things to build my organization, that is what I must have. But I've got to be the final backstop. I've got to be the final one that people can rely on. So that if this is missed and this is missed, I can catch up. I can fill the gap. I can do the job. We have to do it when we conduct meetings. We have to do it when we conduct training. We have to do it when we're in a class of just a few. What someone might have missed, we're there to fill in. Self-reliance. Primarily, we're learning to count on yourself. So that you can do this, never complain and never explain. Here's the next key power, and that's image. There's many parts to image. The image that others see you as, the image you have with other people. And that's very important, how other people see you. If they don't see you as a leader, chances are they won't pay attention. If they don't see you as being in control, chances are they won't have the trust. If they don't see you as knowing where you're going, what you want to accomplish, they probably won't follow. But if people can see you, if you have the image of someone.
All right, guys. So we're going to get this call started here in the next few minutes. Go in your group chats and let everybody know that the call will start in exactly 3 minutes. Take this time to grab your pens, grab those papers, and let everybody know that Mornings with Nano is live. As you guys can see, we are on YouTube today and on Zoom at the same time, because I actually have a special guest here with me today. It's actually one of my leaders who is going to be dropping some valuable information for you guys that I know is going to impact a lot of you. And I've actually been looking forward to this call for a very long time. And I couldn't wait for you guys to hear it, because he's going to come on here and drop some phenomenal value. So we're going to get the call started in 3 minutes. I hope you guys are getting a lot of value from this video right here. It's one of my favorite all-time videos of Jim Rohn. I've applied these 10 steps to my business, and man, my life has changed. So I'm really looking forward to this call, guys. Go in the group chats, let everybody know that we are on the call, we are live and ready to run the play, guys. Ready to run the play. Get those pens and papers ready, and let's work. 3 minutes.
Someone that's in charge, in control of your life, your future, your destiny, in control of the situation. If they see that, that kind of image is powerful. It helps to win the day. It attracts other people. People want to be around people that are in control, that are powerful, but they know how to use their power. Influential, but they know how to use their influence. That kind of image is important. But here's a very important image, and that is your image of yourself. The way you dress, the way you talk, the way you think, your capacity for learning. All of that is an important image that you have of yourself. The image that you have that if it needs to be learned, you could learn it. If there's a book that needs to be mastered, you could master it. If there's a skill that needs to be learned, why couldn't you get busy now and learn that skill? That kind of self-image, that I am continually trying my best to be the best I can. Because one of the most important places you have to look is into the future, yes. You got to look into the past, yes. You've got to look around, yes. But one of the most important places you have to look is in the mirror. You know, how I appear to other people, that's important. But how I appear to myself is the ultimate importance. That kind of image, to where you'll develop the self-confidence, you'll develop the self-reliance. Now here's another one in my rather short list. The next word is character. Becoming a person of high values, a person of principles, a person of honesty, a person that earns respect. That kind of character. It took character when Mark started to put the marketing system together. How can we have a system that will build in the integrity, that people will know that if this happens, then this will happen. And if this goes wrong, here's the way to fix it. Unless you have the principles and the character and the integrity to put together a viable plan for a wide variety of people, then the system is not going to last very long. And I've been around long enough, and I'm sure you have been around long enough to see a lot of systems that got started, but they failed. And the reason is because they were not constructed with integrity. They were not constructed with character. They were not constructed with doing the right thing. They might have been constructed to take advantage. You know, cash it out as quickly as possible and leave. Mark was involved when others took advantage of him all those years ago before Herbalife. When someone took advantage and didn't have the character, didn't have the principles, and didn't have the character to stay, the character to see it through, the character to do the right thing. So this is important, to develop the character within yourself, that people see you as honest,
What's up, family? I wanted to bring Hazel on real quick and let her say hi to you guys, because she's actually, you know, excited to be on this call with all of you guys. And, you know, I just wanted to have her on real quick and say hi, because she's been excited for this call too, right? Right? You've been excited? I love this dog so much. I don't know if you guys can notice, but I fell in love with Hazel. I've never had a dog, and you know, ever since Hazel came into my life, she's been like the biggest blessing. She raises my vibration. She keeps me happy at all times. And I'm just so thankful to be on this call with each and every single one of you. So thank you guys so much. We got over 400 people on the YouTube and growing. Guys, go into your group chats and let everybody know that Mornings with Nano is live and it is direct. I am super excited. to be on this call with each and every single one of you. Keep spreading the word. Keep spreading the word. Let everybody know that Mornings with Nano is live, because honestly, right now is a great time for you guys to lock in with Mornings with Nano. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful day filled with a lot of value. I'm actually looking forward to it. I know some of you guys are wondering, why aren't we on Zoom today? Well, me and one of my leaders, we had, made an agreement, months ago, that I would make sure that he gets on Mornings with Nano, right? And, long overdue, we never got a chance to do it. And, I'm somebody that I got to keep my word on what it is that I do at all times, So, he's going to be on this call. And honestly, guys, I would never put anybody on this call that I didn't believe could bring value to each and every single one of us. All right. So he's actually going to be coming up here in a little bit, and he's going to be sharing with you guys the spiritual side of success on a different level. Okay. The spiritual side of success, but on a different level that some of you guys might not understand. All right. So I'm super excited for this. But before we get the call started, right, how many of you guys have been on Mornings with Nano all 5 days? Put it in the chat box. How many days out of the week have you been on Mornings with Nano? If you got on today and you've been on all 5 days, put a 5 in the chat box. If you only got on 4 days, if this is only your third day, if this is your first day, let me know in the chat box. What day is this for you guys? How many days have you guys jumped on this week? Okay, I see some 5s. I see some 3s. A lot of 5s, man. Let's go. Are you guys lying or telling me the truth? Right? Somebody, you see, I see some 3s in there. I see some 4s. A lot of 5s, though, man. I'm impressed. I am impressed. 3s, 4s, a 1, first call of the day, first call of the week. Okay. Man, a lot of 5s. I'm actually very, very happy with this team. Let's go. I'm super happy for you guys. The fact that you guys were able to be on this call that many times this week says a lot about you guys. And, I just want to, give you guys my appreciation for you guys jumping on the calls and being individuals that, show up for yourselves each and every single week. At the end of the day, God brings us together in this community so we can grow, we can elevate to new levels. And that's exactly what God has done for us, right? He's brought us together. He's put us in a position where we can win. He's put us in a position where we can elevate. And each and every single one of us continues to win, continues to elevate due to the fact that this family is so strong, so consistent. It shows up each and every single day, regardless of anything. All right, guys. So I'm blessed and I'm excited. And one last thing before we get the call started, not write down, but put in the chat box, what is one thing that you are grateful for right now? What is one thing that you are grateful for that happened this week? I'm extremely grateful for God, but you know what I'm also grateful for? I'm grateful for the momentum that the team is experiencing right now, for the success stories that are being created within the organization, the new people joining the team each and every single day. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my mom, my dad, my little brother, my goddaughter, Dariana. I'm extremely grateful for my brother, my best friend, my brother, Max, who's on the call and who's going to be running the call today. Extremely grateful for him. That's really my family right there. And, I'm extremely grateful for the squad, for the whole leadership dynasty, the leadership academy, the whole team in general. I'm grateful for all the leaders here within my house. My brother Adam, who's here. Extremely grateful for him as well. Grateful for Sana, grateful for Jasmine. Grateful for my brother Hansel. Grateful for my mentors, Matt Rosa, Matt Gribby, Jason Brown, Alex Morton, Darwin Lopez. Extremely grateful for just every single person out there that has really, allowed me to be a vessel on this earth. And, nothing but all the credit goes to the man upstairs, God. So I'm extremely grateful for this call. I wanted to finish up this week powerful. I'm extremely thankful because, this morning we have a special guest, like I said, and let me see, what do we got on the call? We already got almost 500 people plus on the call. Go in your group chats one last time, because you see, this is somebody that, he's watched my growth as well over the last few years. And, when I lost everything the first time, when I went from chairman, when I went from making six figures down to $1,000 a month, I went and stayed at this individual's house for a week. And he lives in Jersey. And during that week in Jersey, we became real brothers for real. Like, that was the week where our relationship really became like solidified. And, before that, we were friends, we were business partners, but that week at his house, made us brothers for real. And we had so many breakthroughs. We had so many quantum leaps. I was able to, watch him, become a better leader just from me being there. And he saw what real work, it takes to become that chairman. This is somebody who's already earned six figures in this business. All right. He's already made money with cryptocurrency. He's created, hundreds of success stories all around the world, guys. I'm talking about somebody who really, really cares about people. And when we set this up, he would always tell me, yo, when you gonna get me on Mornings with Nano? He's been asking me this for years. And I always told him, bro, when the time is right, trust me, bro, I'm gonna get you on the call. And the time has come, and he's actually here today. So I want you guys to know that this is my brother. This is one of my best friends. Like, I don't say that about anybody. This is really one of my best friends. He's amazing. And if you guys are excited for him, all right, to hear from this individual, can you guys put a fire emoji in the chat box if you guys are excited to hear from this individual? Because what he's about to come in here and do is he's about to come in here and go over the spiritual side of success and a little bit about how you guys can start to apply it to your life to get you to the next level. All right, guys. So without further ado, let me step out of the way of greatness. Make sure you guys are taking notes. Be fully focused on what it is that he's going to cover, because we got the man, the myth, the spiritual legend himself, Max Gruber. Max the Mentor, take it away. The floor is yours. And thank you so much for doing this for the family, bro. You could go, bro. Can you hear me?
Wow. I was just muted back there. But guys, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. First, I want to give it to the first, because at the end of the day, this wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for God. You feel me? So, thank you, Nano. Thank you, all my mentors. Thank you guys for just allowing me to be in this position. This is long overdue. I'm going to give you guys things you could apply right after this call to really see the success that, I've been able to see, Nano's been able to see. So if you guys are excited, let's get some 111s in the chat. I'm really going to give you things you could apply right after this call, things you could do literally right after this, things that are going to kind of click and just make sense. Because at the end of the day, all it takes is you. All it takes is you. I talk about excuses all the time. Excuses only sound good to the people that make them. Excuses is what makes up your reality, because excuses is basically a decision. And you guys have to understand the decisions that you made right now are dictating where you're at, right? So you got to ask yourself, what decisions have I made and what decisions am I going to make today? Because everything around the world revolves around you. You guys might think I'm lying, but everything around the world revolves around you. In speculation, in this big world, everything is divine timing. Everything is, connected. Everything is a really small world as long as you put the pieces together. So at the end of the day, you guys have to understand that you're a decision away from your success. You're one decision away from getting everything you ever wanted. So, like I said before, we're gonna talk about the spiritual side, really just tapping in to who you really are. And I'm gonna talk a lot about you guys, a lot about you. Don't let anything hurt you. Don't let anything, basically, share anything. And a little about myself. Basically, I got part of the academy 2 years ago, right? I've been part of I Am Academy. Shout out I Am Academy for 2 years. And basically I joined, I was trading, I was spiritual, but I never really, used it in the right formula. So, I was trading. I wasn't really helping people. I went to my first event. It was good. I saw Alex Morton. I saw Bryce Thompson. I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, yo, these guys are getting paid this much amount of money for doing this. I'm like, okay. The action wasn't really there. My thoughts were there, but my action wasn't there. So basically I went to another event, which was Dallas. I got to meet Nano. Like we were starting to get close, and they moved the academy to 165, right? And basically something clicked. I guess God just like punched me in the face or something. He said, you got to do this, but not, you don't have to do this. You have to execute this. So I was like, okay. So the academy's 165. I knew they were never going to do this again. So I'm like, all right. I made a list of 100 people. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the ranks, but I went from P150. I was never P600. I got 32 signups in a day, and I was P1000, right? And I want to relate that to the spiritual side of success. And now 2 years later, I'm able to hit platinum 5,000, help over thousands of people inside of this academy, be able to have the best connections, the best mentors, just from applying the spiritual side. I'm nobody average. I dropped out of college. I was a straight F student, nobody special. You feel me? Just a regular guy, wanted to make money, wanted to start a business, wanted to do more for me and my family. So I could relate to a lot of you guys on the call. I'm here, and I say this, nobody special. Just applied the information that I was got, had the right thoughts, because your thoughts dictate your actions, and your actions will dictate your results. So I made the right actions. I did the right things, and I was able to hit P1000 very early on. And that really just set me up, because at the end of the day, Nano talks about it all the time. When the mentee is ready, the mentor will appear. So later down the road, I met Nano, and that's where everything really changed, because it's like, have you ever met that person and you feel like you met them like 5 years ago? You feel me? You feel like you've known them your whole life. That's how me and Nano's relationship was. And I just want to give my gratitude to him, because he shows up every single day, no matter if he's sick, no matter if he has nothing to give, he's still going to give. And we're going to really just talk about that. We're going to talk about everything you could do to get to the place that you want to get to. But the first place you guys got to look, let's see who can get it. The first place you got to look is in the mirror. Look at yourself, because in order for anyone to think you look good, in order for anyone to think you feel good around people, you got to feel good with yourself. You got to look good to yourself. See, I always see people, they go like, oh, do I look good? Oh, do I look good? No, don't ask nobody for their permission if they look good. You got to ask yourself, do I feel good? Am I ready to go? Am I ready to serve a purpose that nobody can take away from me? I'm not going to get too much into this, but God is the word. Word is God. So listen, your words have so much power behind them. Your word can make someone, or your word can break someone. So you have to understand, the words that you speak on an every single day basis will get you to the place you are right now. The place you are right now. And there's this really good quote. Don't laugh at me, but I got it from Kung Fu Panda. And it goes, don't write this down if you don't have it. Yesterday was history. Tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. Sheesh. That's why they call it the present. So you guys have to understand, right? That we're in a gift right now. We're able to breathe. We're able to go outside. We're able to have health. You got to be grateful for the little things right now, because how is God going to give you the things that you really want if you're not grateful for where you're at right now? You're not going to be grateful later on. You're not even grateful for what you got right now. Because I know everybody's not in the exact same situation. I know there might not be a lot to be grateful for, but you got to find it. Because when you seek, you will find. And that gratitude unlocks all your hidden blessings. So you have to understand, find the gratitude, find the things that truly bring happiness into your life. Because happiness, man, that's the best drug you could possibly have. And about in the present moment, I'm gonna tell you guys something that you guys do that I personally did, that Nano personally did, and something that we did and we tend to do is we look too much in the past and we look too much in the future. Type of 111 if you could relate to that. You look too far in the past or you look too far in the future. Listen, you got to be in the present moment. You got to be in the present moment. You got to understand that your present moment is your gift, will unlock all your hidden blessings that you have in disguise. Because guess what? Your blessings are here. You just can't see them yet. And you can't be what you can't see. I heard that and that went over my head for a while because, like, think about it. You can't physically be something unless you see it. So that's why I talk about it's so important to go sit in your dream car. It's so important to go to a dream house because you guys can't be it unless you see it, you know? So you guys have to understand, right? It's all and Alex Morton talks about this. It's all about using your brain power, your neural paths, basically the things that line up in your brain to make things form in physical reality. Don't let that go over your head because basically we have something that Alex Morton loves to talk about, the imagination. And I think this is one of the most crucial things to your success because we all have the ability to imagine. We all have the ability to daydream. We all have the ability to see things that aren't there yet, right? So why don't you guys use that more, right? Because people, guys, get this quote down. Get this quote down. People often listen to feelings rather listening to basically, responding. People often listen to their feelings than rather just responding. People want to be so emotional. People just want to splur. People just want to get it out. But at the end of the day, you want to respond. And something I got from Matt Rosa is basically not everything deserves an explanation right now. Not everything deserves an answer right at this moment. Not everything. But what it does deserve is for you to treat yourself the best version of yourself. For you to not treat yourself like a crappy person. For you not to basically get down on yourself. People are like, I always got this concept, oh, people are bullying me. People are doing this. But you know what it is? You're just allowing their opinions to dictate how you feel about yourself. About yourself. Don't let anybody tell you something that's not true about yourself because your mind has the ability to reject or accept. So you have to understand, are you accepting the positive or are you accepting the negative? Because all it takes is just so much positive that positive's going to flow in. See, success is not on the outside. It's nothing on the outside. It's all in the inside. It's all in the inside. Your success relies within you looking in the mirror, within you feeling better about yourself. I promise if you talk to yourself in the mirror every single day and you tell yourself things, they will start to happen. You will start to believe them. And you know what the word if you guys write the word belief or believe, just write it down. If you guys look in the middle of that word, it's the word lie. I believe you need to lie to yourself to make yourself believe it. Not everything's going to be so crystal clear. Not everything's going to be, oh, rain, just sunshine. It's going to be rain. It's going to rain. But you know what I found out that Jim Rohn told me? It also rains on the rich. And I'm like, man. So I'm like, okay. So if everybody has the problems that I have, if everybody goes through crap like I do, I have to understand. I'm like, okay, I can't worry about the things that are happening to me. I got to worry about the things that are happening for me. I got to worry about what, instead of what happened, I got to focus on what I can do about it. Because crap happens to everybody. Sugar happens to everybody. I can't curse on this call because I know we got all different age demographics on here. But crap happens to everybody, right? But the difference is what you're going to do about it. Or even better, how you're going to view it. Because that view is either going to be down, looking up, or that view is looking up, looking down. You could view yourself on the mountain, or you could view yourself in a tunnel or a cave, and you're just cuddled up, just waiting. Don't wait for anybody. I'm going to give you another quote. Type of 777 if you guys are getting some info that's helping you out. Type some 7 because I'm gonna leave you guys with a good one. All right, perfect. I can't see all the people on YouTube, but I know we're all getting value. So get this quote down. No takers or money makers. If God is for you, we can all agree. Type of 111. We can all agree God is for us, right? If God is for you, who can be against you? If God is for you, who can be against you? Nobody. God wants to see you go. God wants to see you give. But we live in a world where you can't receive if you don't give. You need to find your purpose. You need to find, what am I giving on a daily basis that's making the world a better place, or making me a better person, that's making me feel so good that I could go do the things that I want to go do, that I could go give the things that I want to give, that I can have an open heart, an open mind, an open soul to go help everybody else. Because guess what? I got to a place, I don't need no notes. You guys can look around. I don't need no notes. I'm letting God talk through me. I'm letting God directly use me as a vessel to give you the message that you guys need to hear. And guess what? Not all of you guys are going to apply it, but I know some of you will. That's why God says the message is not meant to be heard by all. It's meant to be heard by few, right? Not everybody's gonna apply this information that I give. Not everybody's gonna do the things that we want them to do. But guess what? I'm focused on me. I'm just making the best version of myself, and I'm doing what I need to do to make me the best possible version of Max of possible. But it all starts with you looking in the mirror. It all starts with you getting uncomfortable. Because if you do the things that make you uncomfortable for so long, those things will make you too comfortable. Those things will make you too comfortable. So that's why subject to change is so important. Life is constant change. Constant. You're constantly changing. And if you're not changing, you're not growing, you're dying. You're dying. You guys, look at yourself like a book. Look at it like a book. You're a book. And the only way the book is going to be basically, spread out is if somebody picks up and reads it. How is somebody going to pick up and read your book? You got to attract them. See, all the leaders, shout out Demarius, shout out, Gio, shout out Joel, shout out my mentors, Nano, shout out my mentor, Michael Talk, shout out Julie, shout out my whole team. I love my squad because it's so crazy because I attracted every single one of them. I attracted every single person that got me to the place that I am today. And I'm so grateful for them. And even when I was P150, I was grateful for them then. Even they weren't even in my life yet, I was grateful for them. Right? because we can all make excuses. And what I said before, excuses sound the best to the people that make them. So what kind of excuses are you making that you can turn those into blessings? Because I love Nano's topic that he did. Your blessings can turn into burdens. That is the truest statement ever, because you could be so happy for something and then soon you're just not as grateful for it now. You know, I'll give you an example. You get a new car, you get a new house, right? Basically, you could love that house for a certain amount of time, but you live in that house for a period of time, you're going to be like, oh, this house is whatever. Oh, this house is what. So you have to be subject to change. You have to go out and find your happiness, because let me tell you something. If you don't grow, if you don't change, or you don't get happy, you will grow something called an ego. An ego. And you guys know what ego is? Edging God out. An ego is edging God out. And without your creator, how can you create? That's what I'm saying. Like, if without your creator, how are you going to be able to have the ability to create? If God is for you, who is against you? You have the ability to create. It says this in the Bible. We are God's highest form of creation. We have higher faculties. We can do whatever we truly want in this world, whatever we truly desire, but it all relies on you. The first step is looking at yourself in the mirror. What can I do today to change? What can I do today to make the world a better place? What can I do today to give? Because if I don't give, I'll never receive. If you guys are complaining, oh, why am I not P1000? Why haven't I not hit $10,000 in my trading account? Why haven't I got this job promotion? You know what I'm gonna ask you? What have you gave? What are you giving? How happy are you? What's your vibration at? Before this call, I listened to some fire music. I was like, dance. I was like, oh, we about to be live on Morning with Nano. We live. And I told Nano, I go, Nano, I'm going to be definitely one of the best speakers that ever went on here, because I'm going to leave them with things that they can apply that nobody can take away from you, right? Because you guys have to understand, success is nothing to do with the outside. It's within. It's within you doing the things that you do on a daily basis that don't make sense. It's within you studying yourself. It's within you finding things about yourself that you never knew that was possible. It's you stop making the excuses. It's you just going all in. It's you going all in and you understanding that you are the best possible version. You are the best person to ever do it. You can do more than you ever done before. You have more strength that you ever had before. You have more courage that you ever used before. You have more confidence that you ever had before. It's just unlocked in your heart and in your vessel, and let God use you as his vessel. Sheesh. Don't let that go over your head. Let God use you as his vessel, and he will show you the way. Not everything has to make sense right now, but what it does have to do is it does have to align you with the places, the people, and the right situations that will happen. I can't tell you when it's going to happen. Bob Proctor talks about this. Listen, there's already a proximate date for your success. There's already a date. It's either you're getting farther away or you're getting closer, right? So guys, after this call, just understand, focus on you. Don't focus on nobody else but you, because everybody's going to come follow you because you're leading, and everybody's a leader. I don't care if you guys have zero business in your, zero people in your business. Everybody is a leader. Let me tell you why. You're either leading yourself in the wrong direction or you're either leading yourself in the right direction. We're leading ourselves. And how are we supposed to lead other people if you can't even lead yourself? And that's the truth of the matter. You want to be able to be that person where someone looks at, be like, wow, I want to be like that dude. I see his change. Omnisense, basically you not even being in the room. Omnipresence, I'm sorry. And basically you not being in the room and you are still the discussion of the topic. People are still talking about you when you're not in the room. That's true ability to become the person you want to be. But you can't become this person unless you look in the mirror. Unless you decide right now that I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of going to this job. I'm sick and tired of doing the same things. I'm sick and tired of living this life I don't want to live. I want to seek. And the second you seek, you will find. I promise. I promise. Because the best thing you could ever do is find more about yourself. I promise you, there's things about you don't even know about yourself. There's things I learned about myself in this business. I'm like, that's me? I'm like, I have to like look around a couple times. I'm like, is that really me? And it's just such a blessing. And like Nano said, it could be a burden without you not seeking and you finding. Because guess what? God is for you. God is waiting for you to win. God is rooting you on. But guess what? You're looking on the outside and you're getting all the wrong answers. You need to look on the inside. Because the inside is where the success lays, is where everything truly lays, where everything you truly want in this life is. And I don't know how long I have. I think I only have till 55. So, guys, I don't know how long I have. Nano, do you know how long I have? A couple more minutes. But yeah, like I say, you got to give up to go up. You have to give up to go up. And you got to ask yourself, what's bigger, your ego or your bank account? What's bigger, your ego or your bank account? And one thing I'm going to let you guys go with before I go is elevation requires separation. Elevation requires separation. All right. So, guys, thank you so much for having me on this call. My Instagram is max.the.mentor. If you guys want to follow me, I know somebody on my team will drop it in the chat box. Don't follow any of my fake accounts. It's just a blessing. I want to give it back to God for really allowing me to be on this call, really allowing me to spread light on the people that truly need it. And guys, don't expect for your seeds to grow right away. Your seeds, they don't, you don't plant a seed, right? And it grows overnight. No, you plant your seeds and it's going to grow over time. So let today be the day that you plant the seeds that's going to get you exactly what you want. So thank you for having me. I'm going to give it back to Nano. And, I'm going to see you guys all at that top because, that bottom is way too crowded. Peace out, family.
Let's go, my guy, Max the Mentor. Guys, can we put a fire emoji in the chat box for my guy, Max the Mentor? I don't even think he told you guys how old he is. I don't think he told you guys how old he is. Max is like 21 years old. All right. I want you guys to know that. All right. Max is literally 21 years old. He's no older than 22. Let me know in the chat how old are you exactly, bro, so I don't tell them what is not. But I know you're not older than 22 years old. And he's 21. And it's so dope to see such a young individual who's so tapped in on a different level. He came on here. He dropped the value for you guys. He let you guys know exactly what it is that, he's been able to use over the last few years that has gotten him the success that, he's gotten. He said, excuses only sound good to those who make them. Okay. It's super important for people to understand that, think about that, guys. He never made excuses, right? This is somebody that's been in this business now for over 2 years, and he's never made an excuse. And he's been through the ups. He's been through the downs. He's had people leave his business. He's had, family issues. He's had his best friends, leave his business. Like, Think about that. And he's still here solid 100% because he is a leader. You understand? And he's taking the time to separate so that he can what? Elevate. And he's done a lot of these things, man. And, you know, Max is just a great, great leader, but an even better person. I hope that you guys get a chance to meet him one day in person because his energy is very vibrant. I'll never forget this story. We went to the park once. Listen to this. This was crazy. I'm surprised he didn't tell you guys the story. But Max is like a wizard, right? We did this exercise once, and I don't remember. You could quote me if I'm wrong, though, Max. But we did this exercise. It was me, him, and one of my boys, and we went to the park, and he kind of put us like in a circle. And Max, if you could help me out with the story, what was it that you were trying to do at that moment that you were trying to put us onto? But he did this thing where he could feel your energy, like, and he felt mine on a different level. Can you tell the family how was it that you did that, bro, real quick? Because it was such a fire story, and I'll never forget that moment.
It's called Falun Dafa, and basically what it is, it's kind of like yoga, but you're stretching out your body while doing an exercise that allows you to feel your energy inside of your body. You could look it up. It's Falun Dafa. It's one of the only practices where, you know, the master is still alive. He's like 140 years old. It's like wild. And I was able to go to Asia and learn it firsthand. I paid a bunch of money for a course, and Nana will even tell you that it works. It works. You feel people's energy. You could feel your own energy and just every sort of vibration throughout your body.
Falun Dafa. So yeah, he did that. And this is how I knew that it worked, guys. So the reason I knew that it worked was because we were in the circle, right? And I don't know why, but I kind of got like nervous, and like my heart started to speed up when we was about to get into it. And like, as we were going through the exercise, right, my heart started to move mad fast. And he looked at me, he says, I feel your energy, bro. I feel your heart beating super fast. And I'm like, what, bro? How did you do that? Like, how could you, like, it wasn't like I was serious as can be, but he could feel that my energy was boo. And I'm like, bro, that's crazy. And, you know, I remember one of the advices that he gave me that day. He said, not everybody is your friend, Nano. He said, in life, you only really have about 5 best friends in your whole entire life that are really there for you and that will really always have your back. And, you know, he's somebody, that day he also reminded me that, you know, I'm one of the chosen ones. He said, you know, God has kids, God has children on this earth that are chosen to spread the word, to spread the knowledge. And, you know, he said, you're one of those, bro. You know, he talked to me, and, you know, Max is really tapped in on a different level, you know, spiritually. So, you know, great leader. You know, this is one of my brothers, my family. You guys should definitely follow him, ask some questions. His Instagram is at max.the.mentor. All right. So it's Max the Mentor with 2 periods in between the. So lock in with him. Great person. You'll learn a lot from him. He's a young kid, but man, when I tell you that he's filled with value, believe it, it is, guys. But with that being said, that wraps up today's Mornings with Nano. I hope that you guys were able to get some value from Max. We'll be back Monday for another great episode of, you know, Mornings with Nano. And I'm super blessed and I'm super excited to be here, because honestly, this is about to be a game-changing opportunity for all of us to continue to grow and elevate. And I just want to give my thank you to every single person that jumped on this call today. I want to tell you, Max, here publicly in front of everybody, bro, that I am extremely proud of you, the growth that you've had as a leader. I want to thank you for, you know, the amount of success stories, for you being a selfless leader who truly cares about people, and for always having my back, bro, through right or wrong. You've always been there for me, bro. You've never folded. You understood the importance of this mission and what it was going to take. And you understand that it comes with ups, but it also comes with downs. And when the downs came, you were always the first one there to pick up the phone and call me and tell me, Nano, What do we need to do to get back up, bro? Where do we start rebuilding this business back up? And trust me, bro, those things never went unnoticed. Still to this day, you know, I've noticed each and every single time that you've showed your appreciation for me, your loyalty, and everything that it is that we said we were going to do. And for that, bro, I am internally grateful for you. And I promise, bro, you could on this call, I promise to forever have your back, bro, because you really are a real one. You really are a blessing from God. And I'm so thankful that God blessed me with such an amazing person like you, bro. So huge shout out to Max, guys. Type a thank you in the chat box for my brother Max. But to finish it off, guys, let's just get a quick prayer for everybody before we all go. And just remember, guys, we all have the pleasure of, you know, developing leaders like Max. You know, I've been working with Max now since he was 19 years old, 18 years old. And to see his growth, to see that for himself, and to see who he's becoming and who he's going to become is just, that's why I do it for. Not because of the money, not because, you know, Max is going to benefit me financially. No, I do it because of the person that he's becoming and the leader and the better son, the better husband, the better everything that he's going to become. And that's what it's about for me, guys. Not about the money for me. Max is going to make millions with or without me. But what I'm most grateful for is the person that he's become. And I just want to let you know one more time, Max, that I am truly, truly grateful for you, bro. You're really my brother. You're really my family. And most importantly, bro, you're one of my best friends in the whole world, bro. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so proud of you, G. To finish up the call, quick prayer, and then we'll wrap it up, all right? So everybody bow your heads and let's pray. Father God, thank you so much for blessing us with this beautiful day that's filled with your abundance. We are so thankful to have you next to us each and every single day, because honestly, you never not show up, God. You always, you know, speak words of wisdom to us through other people. And that's what it's all about. It's all about, you know, just us growing each and every single day and using others' growth and others' progress as inspiration for us to keep going. We want to ask, God, that you continue to bless Max with more wisdom, more blessings, more abundance. He is definitely a child of yours. He leads with the word, and he will continue to impact lives and be the selfless leader that he is. We will all continue to follow in your footsteps, God, because you are the best leader out there. You're the leader that we all strive to be like. And because of you, we will continue to impact the lives of hundreds and thousands and millions of people all around the world. So give us the strength that we need each and every single day. Protect us from all bad energy, and anybody out there that needs a prayer, anybody out there that needs healing at this very moment in time, Father, we pray that you put your hand over them and you heal them of whatever it is that they're going through. You clear their mind of any negativity, any doubt, any fear, any worry. Just clear their mind and allow them to have a great weekend filled with abundance, so we could come back Monday ready to go and having a great week. All right, God. So we appreciate you so much. We love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everything that we have right now. And thank you ahead of time for everything that's coming, God. We love you and we appreciate you. In your name we pray. Amen. Amen, amen, amen. All right, guys. So with that being said, that wraps up today's call. We are so thankful for each and every single one of you. Continue to work on yourselves. Use the nuggets that my brother Max leveraged here today, and understand that, you know, you can't make excuses. It's going to take, you know, separation in order for you to elevate. You know, with great power comes great responsibility. And, you know, these things that he covered is something that you can use to your advantage, so you can help yourself take yourself to the next level. Right, guys? So with that being said, I love y'all. I appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys back here on Monday for another episode of Mornings with Nano. God bless.